Hey, if you're new to our channel, my name is Stephanie.
And I'm Chris.
And welcome to our open road adventures.
We're doing something a little different today. We got you out here by the river, our favorite place to shoot. If you are new to our channel, we do a lot of creative collaborations. We do some amazing travels and take some great pictures. So if you're into that kind of thing, welcome to the show.
So sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Okay, I'm just going to say that this was such an awesome experience. We got invited to the Jump Rope Weekend Throwdown, and we were just so happy to request to be a part of this weekend and then be invited by Dan Cox. Very exciting. This first part of the video shows everybody warming up and getting ready for the day.
What I really liked about this event was it really got to stretch us as photographers.
Oh, yeah.
You know, when you go to an event to where you really have to kind of just blend in, follow the lead of the organizers, because you can't really go up to one you want to take a picture of, like, hey, could you move into the light so I can get the exposure right? You really have to push your equipment and your skills to the limit to get the photo that you want to get. So I'm going to kind of be talking about the things that I had to do to make sure I got the shot that I wanted to see in post.
Absolutely. And I believe the names of the companies are SRS Elite was one of the companies.
And I was really impressed with them. Their motto is we do
hard things.
We do hard
which
things.
I love.
And I love to see them take physical activity, and embed this into their mission statement, and work with youth with it. I think that's great to introduce these kids to a skill that keeps them active and also challenges them at the same time.
And it's not just physical activity. These folks were having fun.
Absolutely.
Let me just tell you.
Not just having fun, but they were really good at what they were doing.
Okay.
Some of the pictures that you're going to see throughout this video, they're doing things that I couldn't even imagine doing at their age.
It's kind of interesting because it kind of reminded me of a gymnast. So basically a gymnast with a jump rope. What do you think about that? It's pretty cool, huh?
I agree, but look at this picture right here. You can see the focus in the athlete's eyes. How focused they were, how intent they were with every move to get the ultimate outcome they wanted to see.
And I think the first part, this is Jump Rope Weekend Part 1. So this, you're going to see them practicing. So for the first part of the day, they split into groups. So they had a beginner group, intermediate group, and an advanced group. And they split up. We had a group inside, a group right here by the door that you can see they were just practicing. And then we had a group over to the left, right under the shed area there.
And that's kind of what challenged us as well, because you have to set the camera specifically for the level of athlete that you're taking a picture of.
Right.
Like for the advanced group, they were moving with so many RPMs that we had to raise the shutter speed up fast enough so that we wouldn't get movement in the picture.
Yep.
And with the intermediate and the beginner athletes, we kind of had to slow it down enough, but still maintain a level that we can get each individual movement that we wanted to see in post.
So I started taking photos of the beginners group, and they were actually inside the gym. And then I realized, okay, I had to quickly change my ISO and my f-stop when I came outside because it was really bright.
See, and mine was totally different. I had a different lens on when I begun because I wanted to have a wider angle lens so that I can make sure I can get it in spaces necessary to get the shot. But when I got there, I realized that wider angle lens didn't have enough range with my f-stop to operate in such low light. So I had to switch to a telephocal lens to my 70x200 because it went down to a 2.8 on the lens.
Now let's talk about this photo right here. I thought I was all about getting a jump shot. But when I saw you put this into our video, I was pretty impressed. Was there something you were going for there?
I believe every photo should have a tone. It should have an emotion. It should tell a story. And I saw the intensity in her face when she was doing this move, and I really wanted to capture it on film.
Well, I'm going to tell you, I was so impressed by the level of difficulty that I saw. I was just absolutely amazed in the effort that goes into the tricks and the turns and the twists and the tumbles they were actually doing while holding the jump rope and actually turning the actual jump rope. It was absolutely amazing. And then for SRS Elite to be able to come in, have these young people come in and just all be in one place and just kind of showcasing their skills and learning from one another, it was absolutely amazing.
What I thought was amazing as well is they showed it wasn't just for one age. You saw people of all ages out there with jump rope, loving what they were doing, trying something new, and living up to their motto of doing something difficult.
Absolutely. And Elite SRS does I also sell jump ropes as well. And so they had those out on display. And I thought it was really interesting. I really should have asked, but they have like the really thick jump ropes and then really thin jump ropes. And they had some of the jump ropes that had the little like plastic beading. And I was like, I don't know what the difference is. But I think that all depends on the type of tricks you want to do, is what I'm kind of going to, that's what I'm going to guess.
I love this shot right here.
Oh, yeah,
she
this
was
is a good one.
so energetic. When I saw her do this, I was completely amazed. I was like,
yeah.
You have to do that again so I can get it on
Yeah,
film.
you made her do it again. I was like, she's tired. Those kids were out there all day.
But she was gracious enough
Yeah,
to do
she
it for me
was.
again so I can get the shot. So we appreciate her for that.
Really sweet. And I actually did the same thing when I was outside. I was like, hey, can you show me what your best move is? And they graciously did that. And it was just absolutely amazing. Again, this is the advanced group here, and you can tell their tricks were
But with them and with the last shot, you can really see the passion that they have for this sport.
For sure.
You know, I felt myself at one time reaching for a jump rope, like, nope, I'm here to take pictures.
Seriously?
I was going to grab that rope because I wanted to show them I still had it too. I was good back in the day, but I was like, no, I have to man the camera because I want to have these amazing images in post later on so I can see what amazing work these young people are doing.
Yeah, it's amazing. And it kind of shows you all the work that actually goes into getting to the skill level of advance. And these young adults came from all over. We had one guy from LA. We had another guy from overseas. I can't remember. Barbados. Yep. Barbados. And just coming together. I think somebody was from Florida.
They said Florida, Germany.
Yep.
One guy was from California, Idaho, all over the place.
Now, you took this photo. Yes. This photo is so cool. I was like, you got to include this. It looks like he's floating.
Yeah. But that was the beauty in this photo trip. These people were so skilled. You know, I kind of had to step my level up a little bit to make sure that my pictures truly represented the skill level that they had and the amount of effort they have put into their craft.
Now, I will say this was our first big collaboration, and we're so thankful to Elite SRS for allowing us to come out and be a part of it. And I'm telling you, I've gained some skills since then.
But it just goes to show, we originally had intended to go out to a boxing competition earlier this year, but because you know what's going on with the world, we weren't able to go.
Right.
But we had purchased the equipment necessary to capture action shots, and this gave us the opportunity to go out there and test that equipment and show this. Our range has grown from when we started doing this a few years ago.
Yeah, and I think that's why you shouldn't be afraid to step outside of your comfort zone, right?
We'll let you continue to do that.
Oh, right.
I'll continue to try to do hard things, and you continue to try to approach people to allow us to do different photo shoots like this.
It's funny because Krishan and I were talking because I literally got my camera and got upgraded in such a short period of time and actually just kind of dove in on the deep end. We kind of talked about that. When Krishan started, he started like little by little to go out in the backyard. For me, it's just like, okay, jump in and hope you can swim.
It's kind of like when you have a younger sibling when they're chasing behind you, like there's levels to the evolution. They're like, nope, right to the deep end.
Right, yeah. So I will say that is how I like to learn. I like to be hands-on. I like to get in and just kind of do it. So I would say I prefer to actually learn this way. So it just happened to be that way. Another really good photo there.
I really like this portion of the
sure.
Of the morning activities where they allowed all the people to come out and show the different things they have been working on all day.
Right.
And let them be recognized for their hard work. You know, and as you can see here, not only were they doing all the high flying, but they were doing very technical skills as well to show that how intense you have to be to execute some of these moves.
And really, to show the importance of something like this is the beginners. They're watching an intermediate. They're watching an advanced. And this gives them motivation to keep going, to keep practicing, to get better, and to be motivated. And I just feel like events like this are so important just for everyone, to have community and to be able just to come around and be around other people that are interested in some of the same things that they are.
Yeah, it's like I always say, you cannot be what you can't see.
Oh, yeah, that is your
So
saying,
this
isn't it?
allows these people of all ages to come in and be in a space where people are all reaching toward the same goal and working toward the same objective. That's why I was really impressed with this activity, and I really appreciate the effort that this company put in to show this, showcase these skills and these activities.
I did catch myself one time thinking, I wonder if I could do that move. Or like, I'm going to tell you, like growing up, I'm getting ready to date myself right now. Growing up, like that's all we ever used to do, like in middle school. And so 30 minutes before the bell rang, we'd be out there turning a double dutch, turning the double dutch, you know, and all our friends would jump in and then we'd take turns turning and then take turns jumping. And it was literally like the essence of my childhood. Yeah. And we did it all the way through high school too.
Yeah, and I'm so glad that these young people are still carrying that tradition forward. Oh, yeah. Still doing a pastime that goes back as far as I can remember.
And I think Dan was mentioning they're really just trying to bring it back because it was so big back in the 80s and the 90s, and they're trying to bring it back. And just that, just the ability to exercise, but then to have fun and then to bring that skill level into it as well.
Because I'm sure you all can relate when you're out there, you're doing something that's physically taxing or some exercising. When you're having fun, time flies.
Right, and you don't even recognize that, hey, I just did like an hour worth of working out.
Because I have my iWatch on and I'm tracking calories and I'm having a good time. I look down and I've met my calorie goal for the day and I've had fun, got to socialize with some friends. So I love that they're giving another way to go off there, do something fun, burn some calories, stay physically fit, and do something that's very exciting and very nice to watch.
And it's kind of like what we talk about, like we go out and we go to different events and we go to different places and we're taking photos and we look down at our iWatch and we're like, hey, did you just realize we just walked 2 miles? So it's awesome. So it's great to just be a part of this event. We had so much fun getting these shots, and I'm really looking forward to doing it again. What about you?
I can't wait till the next time.
Well, we are so happy you joined us today on our open road adventure. And remember, do something nice for someone today and you can do it.
And don't forget, we're just ordinary people trying to do extraordinary things.
I love it.